Shalom, shalom. We're gonna do a sound check real quick. We're gonna do a mic check real quick, and we're gonna double check that everything is on and popping and copacetic. So give us 1 second. As soon as we get confirmation, we're gonna go ahead on and start. I heard notifications. And somebody double check, Papa Kusha? That's cool. All right, cool. All right, you got elders.
All right. Hey, shalom, shalom. We're the brothers of the Most Chicago, and first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elder bishops, salutations to all our fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, to be like unto the speckled bird among the heathens that look like the heathens, and then unto the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, we give a true and hearty shalom. And then you see the subject, we're just going to go right into this thing. America has failed. It's completely, it's in complete and total collapse mode if you really got your eyes open, because you have, for the last, since Obama, you have people, unelected officials, that are making decisions that elected officials are supposed to make. You have elected officials answering to people like Bill Gates, to people like Melinda Gates, people like Klaus Schwab, that creepy baby eating looking dude. All right,
The
fraud.
fraud.
He just ate somebody, you know. All right.
The fraud
Matter of
guy.
fact, Demonstrapod just sent me a video of some dude, some 25-year-old dude ate some dude's ear and half his face off, you know. And yeah, some 70-year-old guy. They called for an attack, you know. They said it was an assault going on. When they got there, the dude was on top of the dude, was eating his face. Wow. And this just happened on that same platform. Some woman jumped up and pushed a 3-year-old girl, little nigger baby, right onto the tracks on that same train platform. So it's a lot of crazy shit happening in America. But nevertheless, you have the lie that was democracy is completely showing itself. It's completely showing itself, and these people are making decisions for people that's completely against the laws that govern this land. You know, and it's nothing new, because Esau claimed to be this America has always, since its inception, claimed to be a God-fearing, Christian, Bible-believing country, but yet America has violated more things in the Bible than any, you know, and on a daily basis. Still, if somebody could get that a Daniel 8:25.
You know why they getting that?
If you got something, break it out.
Make a comment on, because you said something about Schwab or whatever the case might be. And it was funny because when President Reagan was giving his speech, it was one of the Schwabs that on that marketing and banking scenario that rolled up to him on the side and told him, wrap it up, hurry it up, and whatnot. So it was a Schwab that actually told the President of the United States, wrap this shit up, hurry it up. And that's what Dave Chappelle got to think, wrap it up.
See, now I'm looking at here, Brazil protests. Lula vows to punish Congress invaders. So all over the world, this whole Western democracy, or this idea of democracy is failing. It says supporters of outcast. Hold on, let me go back. Damn, come on now. Now the story I fucking hate these. Here we go. Got it again. It says Brazil's president, Luiz Inácio Lula de la Silva, they had them long ass names down there, has vowed to punish supporters of the country's ex-leader, Jair Bolsonaro. They stormed Congress. Where did they get that from? Damn, then you put that on the screen. Uncle Sam getting his ass beat down.
And
All right.
And the hypocrisy of them say, "Oh, that's horrible, but let's downplay it. Let's not show the truth."
So that's exactly what's going on, because it says right here, even in other countries, when you follow the devil, you end up like the devil on the floor getting beat down. All right. But it says, but the police regained control of the buildings in the capital of Brasilia on Sunday evening after hours of clashes. So it was ass whoopings going on down in Brazil, you know. And I'm gonna tell you, man, you ever watch some Brazilian street fights, man? It'll be the most technical street fights you've ever seen, man. And those people down there can fight, man. You won't fuck with them Brazilians, man. But yeah, it says police regain control. So wherever this democracy is, these forms of democracy, they're losing control, man. They're losing control. And but then you have these outside entities that seem to have more power than your elected officials. All right?
Where should we export democracy next? Well, shouldn't we save some for ourselves? Yeah.
Damn. Where should we export it to next?
And just to show you the proof, that if you go through this,
You know,
there's 1,000 memes on the hypocrisy of democracy, all right, and how it's not what is claimed and cracked. Ooh,
oh, like that
cracked
one
up.
with the eagle running over there when they found all that gold
Right.
to go bring them some democracy.
Right. Right.
That shit was hilarious, man.
The democracy is not as cracked up as it should be, you know? and this is
Damn.
actually where it's headed right now. Mossad's about to destroy it, man. All right,
You want that,
Yeah.
that Daniel?
Bring it out, brother Bob.
it's on the screen too.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 25. It says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
So they always come with this whole peace thing, but the Lord said there is no peace. But when they say peace and destruction, well, it ain't gonna be so good, man. All right, and then on top of that, you got more riots and uprisings than ever before in history, man. As a matter of fact, today they were rioting in I didn't even know about this thing in Brazil, but they were also rioting in Bolivia. Maybe you could find something on that. They were rioting in Bolivia, and I believe that they were rioting in the streets of France as well. So, you know, from what I'm told, the French are always
Yeah, all they do it. They
right
was right a
about
couple of weeks
something.
ago.
French don't, you fuck with them,
Oui.
they people come out in the street. You know,
There'll
go ahead.
never be no peace as long as there's power. The Lord's man out of power for it to be peace, man. The scripture tell you that he taking peace from the earth, man. When you get raised up in the power. That's a raised chapter. Yeah. There's never gonna be no peace.
That's right. And because all these other nations, like according to the scriptures, someone want to get it to back it up, they have drunk of the cup, the wine of the cup of Babylon, and they drunk that juice, that Babylonian sweet red. All right. And but drinking that juice, they have made the same systems. They say, okay, let's make elected officials that are not so elected nowadays. They say, let's go ahead on and set up these programs. Let's set up a Senate. Let's let a representative. Let's set up a judicial. What the bam? So give the people a ruse of that the power to the people. But how the people got power? But you got a problem. You got to call your congressman, call your senator, and you try to call. You never get to them.
What are they doing? I mean, you got the WEF making financial and medical for the entire world, and nobody elected. He was elected.
That's right.
But yeah, he was controlling shit. All right, and there is going to be no safety. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. And it reads, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And we all know that once those contractions come, that baby is coming. Whether it be stillborn or it be alive. Either way, that baby is coming, man, and it's going to be painful. All right? You know, there's no such thing as a painless birth.
Yeah, right.
You
Even
can
if
ask
you take
any woman that's ever had a baby. Granted, some births are easier than others, but there is no such thing as a painless birth, man. You know, a woman with child, they go through some shit.
That's right. Even though they try to do the epidural shit, trust me and believe me, I seen it firsthand.
And
It don't do
and
shit.
sometimes they end up fucking them up worse later
Yep.
on.
Yep.
Then they have back problems.
Yep.
They end up paralyzed. They actually get paralyzed from that too.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
This is 2 Ezra 9:3. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And for like as thou all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. This is, you see the manifestation right here on the
Yeah,
screen.
and so this is like current. I didn't know this shit was going on down in Bolivia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not the only place. And don't think that everything is televised. A lot of things are media blackouts of what's going on around the world, especially in certain places. All right, I was hearing about the one in Japan. They put a media blackout on the on the 4 robots that killed all them people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you did. Somebody sent me that story today. Was it you?
I don't know if I
haven't even read it yet. So I got
Right.
that. Matter of fact, let me go.
One
try
of the
to find it.
robots even went and downloaded some shit off the internet.
No,
to
that's the
prepare
same.
himself
No, that's right. One of them. That was
and
in
to make
Japan.
himself more.
Yeah,
Right.
somebody sent that to me today.
Yep,
Let me find it.
that's
Damn,
right.
the robot made himself more resilient.
Yeah, because the other 3 got taken out, but the last one that got away went on the internet and upgraded himself. So,
That's absolutely.
Well,
it.
what do you mean AI give this own attention? What the fuck you think? What happened with the one that they scrubbed from the net? They how it said who's to blame for everything? And they said the Edomites, the so-called white man. He's the virus of the earth.
That was that was about in 2013 or 14. You had 2 Edomites that built two MIT students, I believe.
Mhm.
They were from
Yep.
MIT, and they put in a they created some sort of AI device, and they set it a learning device, and they set it free on the internet to learn, and it came back within 48 hours saying that Esau, they were calling the white man Esau, and said that they were the problem in the earth, and you need to eliminate them, and the earth would heal itself, or something to that effect.
Wow.
And and they scrubbed the internet of that shit. They made them they made them shut the program down.
you can find that.
And you can't find that story because you could find it once upon a time.
You gotta go to Black Web now.
You know, but that they made sure that no one. So basically, the AI went started learning and reading the things that we talk about. So what it probably did really, it started watching Hebrew Israelites video, and then it started opening up certain PDF books
Histories and all
and histories.
that stuff.
It was AI, so it can learn fast. So basically, the AI came back and said, well, these white people, these Edomites, are the problem in the earth. That's what it said. You get rid of them, you know.
So when the people are the righteous are in rulership, the people rejoice. Do they look like people rejoicing? Because it says when the wicked are in rulership, the people mourn. This is the one in France. These are the riots that's been going on in
so
France.
we went from Bolivia to France, and it's
Exactly.
the same shit.
It's the same look. Hey, if a fire be kindled,
That's true. That's true.
I thought it was supposed to be peace when the Ish people be in the land. This don't look like peace.
That's prophecy.
It look like Isaiah chapter 2 verse 1.
That's a final
God,
prophecy.
it's just like you when you pointed out that book earlier, man.
Yeah.
You know, put that book in front of the camera, Bob Shot.
What's the name of the book?
Yeah.
Safari. Book of
You
the
know,
prayer book.
because I on it and while reading and studying the Assyrian script Hebrew, which I really dislike. And it's something in my spirit has always been turned off to it.
Is it this one here? Is that this
But-
one here?
Yes.
I'm
Well,
talking
can
on
you
the
open
screen.
some pages so it can show the? But nevertheless, it's full of the Assyrian script Hebrew.
Right.
It's
Oh,
the
you
point.
want that page?
It's the point. Anyways, it really
Okay.
didn't matter. All right, but it's full of the Assyrian script Hebrew.
Give me a second.
And the point being is that the northern kingdom was in the Assyrian captivity, not the kingdom of Judah. Oh, these people were the kingdom of Judah. The kingdom of Judah never used the Assyrian script Hebrew, even in the ancient world. I have the dictionaries, Bibles that has the relics from the coins from the time when the kingdom of Judah was still in place, and even when it was in place under the captivity of the Romans, and they were using the Paleo, the block Hebrew, or what the Israelis call biblical Hebrew.
Salak,
They weren't using the Syrian script.
Salak, it's on that book, the Negro Quest. You got the Judean coin,
Yeah.
and you got the Paleo Hebrew on it.
And I know
So the
that-
point being is that the kingdom of Judah never used the Assyrian script. So the fact that they use this form of Hebrew is evidence that they're not who they say they are. And as a matter of fact, when we talk about these unelected officials that are making all these decisions and ruling over shit, they're most of them are of that
Ilk.
sect of life.
Yeah.
All right. The kingdom of Judah was not using the Assyrian script Hebrew at all. They were using the Paleo, even when they were under the Roman captivity. So the fact that they use that is evidence against them. They actually tore their ass. We're adding all these dots and changing it because I'm reading the right now. I'm reading the Facts of Facts book by Benjamin Friedman.
Salak, if you look at the first line from right to left, the third word, the name is Yahweh. You see how they stretch out the ha and they put a substitute under there, so you won't say Yahweh.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, because the name of the Lord is that's the gospel.
That's it.
The name of the Lord is dreadful unto them, man. And most of these elected officials that we're talking about, more of them of that persuasion, that J-ish persuasion. All right, because in the book that Benjamin Friedman wrote, like I said, I'm reading the Facts Are Facts by Benjamin Friedman, which was printed in 1954. So he was a really old man then. You got to think about it, man. This man was born in the 1880s, literally like 1880. So he was an adult during World War I and World War II, and he was one of them, and he lived as one of them, and he turned away from that and became a Christian, as if that was any better. But he spoke out against them, and he even showed you how they didn't even start referring to themselves as the J-ish word until 1775. That's when they first said it for the very first time. All right, so all this important, and the name of his book is Facts Are Facts. Okay? And then all of a sudden, you have, what's his name? Eliezer Ben Yehudi, that added all them dots and shit that wasn't a part of the Assyrian script. Because even the Assyrian language, you didn't see all those dots and with dialect or whatever the hell they call it, diacentrics and all that. And then according to, because if I'm wrong, somebody please correct.
I'm about to show you.
All right, because according to the dictionary Bible that I have, which I meant to bring those, but I wasn't at home. That's why I got some books that I was gonna bring for class for the brothers. Because I had a couple extras of these dictionary Bibles, and this is really informational. But one of them, it said that Ezra was the father of Judaism. So I read the first book of Ezra, the second book of Ezra, the third book of Ezra's, and the fourth book of Ezra's. So in the Apocrypha, the book of Ezra's, first and second, those are the third and fourth book. And I don't recall ever reading anything about Ezra instructing the people to worship Judaism. Am I wrong? Somebody please correct me because I don't want to be going off.
Brother,
Say it again.
No, you're not wrong here.
Okay, I just want to make sure, brother, that I don't want to miss something.
Not on that.
So
here's an example of coins, and they'll tell you inscription. Obviously, I think I don't know if it's obviously or preserved. I'm not sure. Paleo Hebrew, and they'll show you the actual. That's a tazah. That's Ama, the La, and the Ka.
And Khan.
You know what I'm saying? You got a Ya. You have another tazah. You have the Ta. You have the Wa. And you have a Tha and another Wa. All right? That's the heat. This is going back to those time periods. You can go see that this is after Babylonian captivity. This is after Shalmaneser started fucking with both the northern and southern kingdoms, man. So right here, if we were so caught up in these issues here, this goes back to John Hyrcanus back in 104 BC, and this is Paleo Hebrew.
That's Paleo. They got the Assyrian printed down there, but on the coin it's Paleo. remember what Snowden said about art and artifacts. That it's important to look at art and artifacts, which I'm a big believer of. All right, because what he said in the book is that the art and the artifacts tell a different story than what the printed word, what they've written, because they'll write whatever the fuck they want. Just you see, they got it written in the Assyrian script, but on the coin itself is the Paleo.
This is
So that lines up with what I said. The kingdom of Judah never used the Assyrian script. The Judeans never used the Assyrian script. I'm 100% sure of that at this point.
Psalms 85:11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. That's the reason why the Lord is showing us these relics and these hashtag receipts, because this is going to tell you the truth, and the wise will see it, and the truth will set them free. If you don't believe it and you follow the narrative of the democratic democracy lies, the narrative of the people who are ruining the earth and subjugating the earth, then you're going to be part of that ruin too.
I got something here. This is 6th century AD. This monument, this is the Masoretic text when it started. This monumental work was begun around the 6th century and completed in the 10th. Scholars, academy, in an effort to produce as far as the original text of the Hebrew Old Testament. But they wasn't.
So what they said, I'm trying to marry what you said to what I read in that dictionary. I wish I had every intention of having it with me today. Go to my last couple videos. I can't even think of the name of it because I had an extra one that I was gonna bring over here for the classroom. 2 of them.
Well, now the point I'm going to looking to make was, like you said, they never use this, and those people don't even speak it correctly or write it correctly. And what's going on is they're not even speaking Hebrew in the first place. They're using Yiddish, a Yiddish language, a gibberish.
So they're using Yiddish over a form of Hebrew that the Israelites never used.
Exactly.
So these people are just frauds all the way around, man. So pretty soon they just gonna have to come with that sword because they really getting exposed to the 12th power at this point. No, but something they said in that book was that Ezra brought that back from Babylon. They came back from the Babylonian captivity. But I'm like, wait a minute, people in Babylon weren't using the Assyrian script. What the fuck you talking about?
Right.
You know? I'm like, so they liars, man. But that's their own information. Because they're the ones that put Judaism in the Bible dictionary when it's not in the Bible. The word Judaism is in the Bible. Can we do a word search on the King James on Judaism?
You know what? We would definitely do so. Let's go over here. And,
but now it is. The very fact that they're using that form of Hebrew, right, is evidence.
It's nothing popping up.
No. And they also said that that when in okay.
But that's also, you got to remember, they
print that. Let's look into it.
That's right.
Exactly. So
yeah. 2 matches. Second, they have those for Judaism, so that being but a few, they overcame the whole country.
We know they consider Jews if they put that in there, because the letter J didn't exist And prior to that, so we know that they printed that there, and I'm gonna tell you why.
What it is, also Esau is a bastard, because like the scriptures say, all things are double. You know, it's the right hand side to everything, the left hand side to everything. Judaism with that suffix ism just means the state of. So he's talking about keeping the state of being a Jew. Because at this point, you got Israel becoming fucking Greeks. So it's like these men still hold on to the state of being Jews. Man, Israelites.
To prove actually catch what you say. For in the former times,
and I get that part.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
For in the former times, when he has been accused of Judaism, and did boldly jeopard his life and body and life with all vehemency for the religion of the Jews.
Right.
Meaning their law, Judaism, which is Babylonian, which is another book.
That's
So.
So you had, that's why you have to go context, Ark.
It was a small cap. He told himself on the Sakari show. He said the Jewish Israelite ones connected to ancient Israel. He said to want to be Jewish, they go by their mother. They follow the religion of the Jews.
Yeah.
He told himself when that
Bullshit, and then we tell you that don't confuse that Israeli with an English like
Right.
compute too.
Yeah.
When you look it up, it don't tell you
It
that.
don't come up like
Yeah, it
that.
don't come up like
yeah,
that.
because there's really these citizens in the modern day state of Israel. There's like these ones connected to ancient Israel.
Yeah, that definition is gone because if you Google search it, it's not going to tell you that.
That's right. And if you go to the scriptures, Galatians 1:13, for ye have heard of my conversation in times past in the Jews' religion, how that beyond measure I persecuted the church of God and wasted it, and profited in the Jews' religion above many.
So now that you said that, all right, and knowing and understanding that according to Benjamin Friedman, an actual, Israeli, and he gave the historical context that they just started calling themselves Jews until 1775, and that the letter J, was not used in the Bible. So basically, every time you see J in the modern Bibles, they put it there. They weren't there in the beginning.
That's right.
That's why you look at the King James, 1611. There's no J's in it. It was always I because it was Iutis or I'm trying to think when they were talking to Jews or the Judeans. I don't speak Greek, so Salakia. All right, but they pronounce that but it also says that he also wrote in his book that he was the king of the Judeans. He was not the king of the Jews. It never said that. They wrote on his thing, the headstone over him, that he was a king, and they wrote it in Greek, Latin, and Hebrew.
That's right.
All right.
If I may add on that verse 14, and profited in the Jews' religion above many my equals in my own nation, being more exceedingly zealous of the traditions of my father, which is going back to the interpretation of what when you see that in the apocryphal or right here. Going to people versus the whole bullshit they got on the Judaism. You go look at modern day Judaism, which will go to the Talmud. You go to the modern day Judaism, which goes to what's the other one they used? It's the Talmud, and then right. Yeah, I forgot the other goddamn mud shit. Right.
Hey, look. Isaiah 34.
That's two separate things, but that's how Esau, how slick he is. He'll use little things and make associations, and then claim that now that's him. That was them, and things, and it's madness.
They'll say, well, Moses gave the written law. Oh, he go the oral law. And during the oral law, what they do, they justify it on speech. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a lesson on that.
I know. It's gonna come through the spirit. It's gonna come, and I know too. But but you can just start with the Talmud, though. You can start with the so-called Talmud. All right.
It's a Babylonian book.
In Revelations 22, I'll put it up on the screen. Says if anyone, Revelation 20, add to or take away, here we go, verse is that not 18? Yeah, 18. It says, "For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add to these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this man the book of prophecy. God should take away his part out of the oh, I just looked out out of the book, if and add unto the plagues that are written in this book." So if the Lord said from the Yahweh Shai said the prophets prophesied to John from Genesis to Revelation, which includes the Apocrypha, because the Apocrypha is between the so-called Old and New Testaments, then the completion of the Scriptures. If you add anything that you call doctrine, historical, or that's supposed to be applied to ancient Israel, or take away, then you're going to get the plagues that's written in this book.
Yeah, that's the law. Now you mentioned the Old Testament, Deuteronomy 4th chapter.
Okay.
6, for I am Yahweh. I change not. Therefore, ye sons of
Good news. It'll kill you, man, because really in the scriptures, man. Matter of fact, here we go, dude. This is oh shit.
and die. You know, be like Dave Chappelle. All the bad things in life happening.
Defeat. That's exactly what they want. Just went down for over 40 people to barely under 40.
These unelected officials. When we started, we did a sound check. Brothers' devices.
that. Just I- but we gonna
Shalom.
all right. Just bear with us, Baba Kushai. Otherwise, we scripture today.
Here,
You on?
Truth
Hurts. If you need to jump off of it's too unbearable, Baba Kushai, I jump on any one of these other channels.
No, shit like that makes them mad, you
Yeah.
know.
we ain't them people.
Name truth history, racism is fine. Really, trying to bring forth studies I brought with the book as a kid.
I did the
Because
same
I
thing.
saw it.
With they weren't really there. They were just occupying the land. They didn't really own it, so then they
They
came
were-
all and took it.
So
What grade are you
They
in?
wasn't maximizing the use of the land.
Hold on a second. What grade are you in?
7.
So now we have an Ach here in the truth talking about what they're doing in 7th grade right now. All right. Matter of fact, we talk about,
they were occupying it. They weren't really there. All right.
see,
All right. Let me
Exactly.
right behind you,
This
brother.
is like a Richard Pryor joke.
But
They
this-
answer why you unlapping people in the house. Oh, they was home.
Shalom, beloved. God bless you, my shepherd. Now, this is Proverbs 1:22. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? And that's to all them niggas and spiggers who were screaming, "Shut up," because they wanted to go to recess. Go ahead, brother.
This is Job 5:13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carry headlong. And that's what they do, man. They use their craftiness to try to make it seem like, oh man, this didn't never happen. You know, this is really art. You know, the truth. You know, putting up lies and stuff, and just to sweep the truth under the rug.
They glamorize the evil they did. Remember, that's now the cloak of the bullshit on it has been back, and they see it for the ruthlessness,
Like
the bullshit.
like hiding behind this word Judaism, because why isn't Judaism mentioned when Moses got the laws?
Because he wasn't.
You know, when Joshua for me and my house, he didn't say we was gonna follow Judaism.
That's right.
In the Lord.
All right, exactly. So the Lord Yahweh, not Hashem. We don't know who. All right, we know who Yahweh is. He give Judaism to the children of Israel.
Saying to them, behold, I will take them from his fellows and will put them with them, Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand, and the sticks that are on thy right shall be in thy hand before their eyes. And says to them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, where they have been gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation and the land upon the mountains of Israel. And one king shall be king to them all, not a prime minister. One king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. End of the day, even when we refer to as the Jews, talking about the three nations, that was part of the curses. All right, because we're the 12 tribes of Israel. We're the one nation of Yasharallah. All right? So Judaism, even the Maccabees, them referring to Judaism, that's part of the curses, man. All right, because we're one nation called the 12 tribes of Yasharallah. All right? And the Lord said he's going to bring us back together as one nation. Isaiah 11, it says, Judah should not vex Ephraim, Ephraim should not envy Judah. All right, we're one nation, man. We are the Israelites, man. Not Jews.
That's right.
That's madness.
That's right, brother. Because Judaism goes back to the word Judah, so to imply that would mean that everybody Judah, but only now if you look, if you imply that, what group of people right now are claiming to be the ancient people of the Holy Land, and what do they refer to themselves as? One tribe. Then where is Ephraim? All right, where's Manasseh? Where is God? All right,
they don't have to be there.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying, and then even then, this is how shit get messy. The Most High said He's not an author of confusion, man.
Let me read one more. And David, my servant, shall be king over them, not a prime minister. All right. And David, my servant, shall be king over them. And they shall all have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments, not having
The Talmud is not his judgments.
That's right. We ain't gonna have no fucking gay parade in the land of Israel, man.
No, you fake believe.
Right.
Yeah, and then they heavy smokers too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Israelis are heavy. They are heavy smokers and heavy drug. They do a lot of drugs, man.
They shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them. And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant. Y'all don't even got the whole land.
That's right.
All right.
It's like, and they're sharing a land with so-called Palestinians. Got to fight with and war with, and you playing with my feet again, and you saying too much.
And they shall dwell in the land is actually massive, man.
Yes.
They shall dwell therein, even they and their children, and their children. And David shall be their prince forever. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them. I will place them and multiply them. Y'all numbers a little short over there, man. Y'all ain't multiplied. And will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forever.
Hey,
where is the Lord at in the land? When we get set up, guess what? Our Lord is going to like more. The Lord is going to be our reward. All right, we're gonna always have that star, that chariot above us in the land.
That's it.
All right, it said in Revelation, the Lord shall dwell, the tabernacle of men. He shall dwell amongst men.
That's it.
All right,
brother.
Jeremiah 3, they gonna say no more with the Ark of the Covenant.
Hey,
We're gonna have the Lord right there.
That's
right.
right, brother. That's
That's
right.
right.
And
We're gonna
another-
drink wine when Yahweh shine in the kingdom
That's
out
right.
there, man. You motherfuckers are weak, man.
I want to back you
Y'all
up.
can't
You're
even
right
grow
there.
grapes. Y'all gotta set up irrigation system to grow some fucking grapes, nigga.
That's right.
That's the land of milk and honey, bitch.
Got to do export and import shit.
They
They,
don't say
you,
bitch.
they're one of the biggest importers of everything because the Lord has put a curse on that land since they took it over. And for the record, you see this true map, true scale of the map of the world, show how really big things are. You see, you can put the America and damn near South America almost in Africa. That's how big it is. And right next to it is what?
That whole landmass right there.
Right, this right here will be Israel. Is way bigger than what you think it is. How they show it in modern day maps is not what it is. And the Lord said He's going to add into our land. All right, we're going to have all of Edom that was south of us. Okay, and then we're the Israelites. Technically, everywhere we step is ours anyway. That's why you're going to pay tribute to us in the goddamn
The
first place.
meek shall inherit
Yeah,
the earth.
it's
What?
amazing. You could damn near get South America and America into Africa, into that area. You know, that's how because that was the ancient world. That's how you know that the Israelites came to a place where never mankind had dwelt. The whole ancient world. Put the finger on it. That was the whole ancient world right there. All right, you can go over to the east too. All right, that was the ancient world. You know, and Asia, and Europe as well. That was the ancient world.
Right.
All right, the Israelites came over to there.
Yep, the end of the earth.
Right, they
That's
came
it.
over
The
to the other
uttermost
side
parts.
of the earth. Exactly.
That's
Got a quick
Okay,
scripture?
And I just- I was
but yeah,
about to
and
lesson
another
about
thing,
that
just to land back on what he said, and let y'all get that scripture. As far as the Israelis being weak, man. I know I've had a lot of Israeli and Jewish clients over the last 20 years, and they all had problems having children. All right, and most of the women, especially in these last 10 years or so, they all were getting pregnant with in vitro. All right, their husbands couldn't even get them pregnant, man. Told you want to have a go baby, just go fucking Jake. You'll be pregnant.
Don't kiss me from my.
Because you know what? Because
See a Rala.
according to you, as long as the mother's Jewish, your baby's Jewish anyway. So
No matter she get you down.
Y'all got this Psalms 37 and 11. It says, the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. And so we understand now that that's over in the land right now calling themselves the special chosen children are not the meek, you know, because it says when the meek inherit, they shall delight themselves in the abundance. No more war, no more, matter of fact, it will be no more, nobody would be saying, nobody else could claim to be the Israelites when the Israelites are in rulership.
that's
Hey,
right.
y'all, you say they be in abundance, right?
Abundance of peace, yeah.
Okay. Well, in that abundance of people said that it could be true, right? So they were fair state.
Over here days, you will and then you see a commercial, some old lady, and they're like this, and handling with the looking for the food. And
They go these neighborhoods.
right.
Right here,
That's it.
and you go to, you ain't got to go that far. Just go to the Gold Coast and go to Lincoln Park. All right, certain parts of Lincoln Park, man.
I got one in back, Elder Brother Yaki up. This is Isaiah 60 and 12. For the nation and kingdom that was not served thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
That's right.
Look, when Israel is ruling, man, and like it says, a dog shall not move his tongue. Ain't gonna be nobody scoffing Israel, man. Nobody gonna be able to talk shit. We ain't gonna have to come up with a phrase, y'all anti-some, y'all anti-this. No, we ain't gonna have to do all that, man. You're gonna be touched. All right? Not by the Holy Spirit, motherfucker.
Reach out and touch someone.
Yeah, and then here they supposed to be the land. Look, the scriptures clearly say. Matter of fact, pull up Israeli Galil, and then after that, pull up Israeli weapons manufacturers. Because the scriptures
Right,
say that when the
That's
children
right.
of Israel go home, there's gonna be no more weapons, man. Israelis manufacture a lot of weapons, man, a lot of rifles and a lot of weapons of war, weapons that look at that Israeli Galil assault
Fucking.
weapon. Matter of fact, you got American military people that brag on these weapons, man. Say
Oh,
these are some of
shit.
the most dangerous and effective
Hey,
killers.
you saw that? That thing said it can switch from 5.56 to 7.62.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
see what I
That
mean?
shit crazy.
You see what I mean?
That's
So
some
these
technology
Galils,
right there.
these Galils ain't no
They
fucking
gonna
joke,
hold
man.
Well,
All right, these are some serious fucking weapons. But the point being that the scripture says there'll be no more weapons.
that's I'm about to pull
When-
one
when
up.
the-
Just
when,
to give
you know, when the children of Israel go, and this is just one of their
That's
weapons, man.
crazy. You can use both them different
Hey,
sizes.
exactly. So that means that it don't matter whether or not you grab a 16 or a 60. You can take that ammo and load it up and use it. It don't matter.
They ready.
This is Isaiah 2:4, and he shall judge amongst the
You
nations.
start at 1.
Baba Kushai, no problem. Let me get there real quick. This is Isaiah 2:4.
Because this was supposed to be about something else.
The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw, well, it's actually still the same because
Still the
guess
same.
who's running America?
This
The
is
small
true.
hats.
Well, yeah, the Americans
Unelected
call-
officials.
Yes, that's
Oh,
that
yeah.
dude right on top.
Because the prime minister of Israel is running America.
That's
Yeah,
it.
You best be unbelieving, and his handlers that are running him.
Yeah, America's called the beauty of the Chaldees. The Chaldees were the Babylonian wise men.
Come on,
So
brother.
there's wise men behind the scene actually running what's
That's it.
called Babylon, aka America. All right, it said go to your astrologers, your prognosticators, all of that. That's these high level warlocks, man, on the left hand side, man.
That's right.
That's who really running this shit.
That's
Hey,
right.
look, you gotta ask yourself: was George Bush Jr. really running shit?
Hell no.
It's Dementia Joe.
Right.
He got dementia.
This
Dementia
guy-
Joe.
He don't even remember that Dan walked off the stage to the left. He
Joe
he-
know that-
And so it's one clip I saw the other day.
Like a puss.
That's one clip I saw the other day, and the Secret Service is like, it's come right here this way. And then the Secret Service did like this and pointed and turned walking. He walked following him the whole other way. And they said, Joe, he fucked up again.
Did you know that the Uzi was Israeli made?
Perfect.
Did y'all know that the famous
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
And how did that get up in you niggas' neighborhood?
Right,
That's what I'm saying.
exactly. How did so many niggas get Uzis and shooting each other up in
Always
concrete?
me.
No Uzi Vert.
Bloods and Crips
He did it.
shooting each other down,
We-
right? And it was called, because it was by an Israeli designer named Uziel Gal.
Oh wow.
Uziel Gal. So it's named after him. So
Okay.
these people are and Esau's blessing was what? Could somebody get that?
What?
Yeah.
Genesis 27:40.
So now while you're getting that, I'm going to get Isaiah 2:1. The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. It shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the tops of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow to it. And many people shall go and say, come, let us go to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
What nations are coming to you, Israelis, for counsel and guidance and righteousness, man? It's not happening.
That's right.
Period.
That's right. And he shall judge amongst the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords, the Uzi Verts, all right? They got them Galils, and whatever the hell else they got,
The
all right?
Iron Dome.
The Iron Dome, the missile defense systems, all right, which is their swords.
All those weapons have a fix for a bayonet in them too.
That's right, brother.
They have so these are complete weapons of death.
That's right.
All right, they got fixed. They if you look at that little
Nah,
thing on the
yeah,
front,
all that,
yeah, those are fitted for the bayonet to slide right on it.
They shall beat their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. And right now we got Ukraine and so-called Russia going at it. You got over there India and China going at it. You got Taiwan and China going at it.
That's right.
America fucking with Taiwan, which pissing off China. You got Japan mad at Russia. You got all this other shit going on everywhere. It's nothing. The Battle of Armageddon and everything is mounting and mounting and mounting and mounting and mounting up. It's like you said earlier before the show. It's one catalyst that's going to knock all the dominoes down.
We're one event away at this point. One event is going to trigger everything, and don't forget the CBDC.
That's
And that's the event.
That's it.
At the end of the day, All these countries put their trust into the American economy, the American dollar, and what these elites are telling you is, we're going to destroy that economy, we're going to destroy that dollar to get to the next step. They're going to be livid, man.
Yeah.
Because they put all this.
Citizens go uprising.
Your bank account's going to disappear.
Yeah.
And if you got a huge bank account, it's going to be turned a lot smaller. So the American citizens are going to, that's why they passed that law on the downgrade of weapons here in America, of magazine capacities here in America. Well, at least here in Illinois. And they're trying to pass that around about everywhere. But yeah, because if any of you out there who don't know, any sidearm or weapon, like the ones you're looking at on the screen, that has more than a 20 round capacity will be you won't be able to have it. You won't be able to buy them. 20 rounds, brother.
I thought it was. Okay.
Anything, I'm sorry.
12.
I'm sorry, I meant to say 12.
Yeah.
Anything
12,
over 12.
Okay.
Anything over 12.
Anything over 12.
So you know, even if you're licensed to carry a firearm on a daily basis, if you have that, you can't carry. You won't be able to carry anything over 12, and that's going to cause a lot of mess with Americans too. Because they're going to stop selling the 20 and 25 and all that whole sort of thing. They're going to stop selling firearms, a handgun that you can actually put in a clip that has more than 12 rounds in it, and so the people who don't have them, you ain't never gonna get them if you don't have them already, and it's gonna be illegal to carry them if you do have them.
So they will confiscate when they come across.
And then you're gonna lose your fire or your license, and now you're gonna be because you said it's a felony now.
So basically, if you have the license to carry to carry, all right, when because the law's been the bill's been passed, the law hasn't gone into effect yet. Probably won't go into effect until maybe June or after. So you're looking at a good 6 months or more before that happens. So the meaning being is that they want to reduce the firepower capacity for the citizens because they get ready to come against the citizens.
That's right.
Because it's not legal gun owners that are running around shooting up shit and jacking people. All right? It's not. Okay? It's all these firearms that the authorities put on the streets illegally, right? Which they don't want to admit that they do it, but they do it.
Oh, look, there's a whole, you can go on YouTube and go and type in Vice Ghost Guns, and they doing these fucking interviews with these niggas making ghost guns down in South America.
3D.
How can Vice find these criminals, but law enforcement cannot?
And they make it here, but right through law enforcement.
Right, how they get all the way up in the States? Like how? But Vice can find them. How is Vice finding
To a
all these?
little pants sagging asshole on the south side,
Right.
or the west side.
It's madness, man.
Dude can't even pull it. Every time he fires a gun, his pants fall down. He's trying to hold his pants up. Probably why they missing everything, shooting all the wrong people.
Shooting all the wrong people.
This is Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, and hath made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, that democracy wine, her ideology wine, that homosexual wine, that war wine, that make missiles and all this other shit wine for to subjugate the Israelites and keep them under their foot wine, all that shit. Therefore, the nations are mad.
The causing of accidents.
Yes, excellent
Right?
word.
All these horrible accidents that are happening all over the place.
Perfect. So that's why I called and for her take bone for her. When people have taken your juice, your Babylonian juice, and they you see more and Bolivia. That's if we go. I can pull up the map and go. And I'm almost 50. Have I seen riots on this?
They started. They bring down these Ukrainian citizens. Most of them being small hatters. All right, over here to America and housing them, giving them houses and cars. All right. Meanwhile, they putting the Esau turning on Eve. He putting the nigger woman out in the streets now. Taking away her housing and shit.
I just clicked.
Right.
I just put in images for riot maps of the world.
That all those red dots are riots around the world.
Riots around the world. There's a media blackout of the truth. That sounds like a good lesson for somebody. There's a media blackout of the truth. All right, this riot's always going on, man. Now this goes back to 2015. Okay, I can go. And there's a website that keeps a track of all the whatever's going on and
I
whatever.
had it put up earlier. They ain't updated it since December 6th. And it's Carnegie Endowment, yeah.
Carnegie, yes, Carnegie Endowment.
Yeah.
Carnegie.
And I put it on active.
Carnegie Mellon, or is it?
Carnegie
GIE.
Endowment. Carnegie Endowment. CRNEGIE.
Down for international peace.
For international.
Endowment.
Yeah, for international peace, there it is.
On .org.
Okay, .org. Okay, so let me. I'm gonna hook it up. I'm gonna get. See, that's the reason.
.org.
No, I got you, brother. I'm fixing. I had a space there. There we go. All right. And see, Esau he wants to be as God, so he keeps track of everything. He wants that. That's why you put cameras everywhere, going to your phones, your laptops, your anything that's going up to the net.
Then he can break into your phone.
Yes.
Too.
Oh,
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Break
He's
these
behind a lot of this.
TVs off.
I've been watching a lot of these shows, man. They were showing you
Where you go into it?
how the crooked ass CIA. Because I don't know if you're aware of it, the CIA are the ones that coined the phrase conspiracy theory.
Yep.
If you didn't know it, and then 60 years later, you know, come to find out that it's a proven fact. It's not a conspiracy. It's a proven fact that the CIA was involved with the assassination of President Kennedy.
Absolutely.
But all the people involved are now dead. That's why they made it, because they made sure that everyone would be old and dead and gone. So you can't put it on the agency, because all those people that were involved were dead. The president.
Right, and they trying to paint the narrative as if they just knew or whatever. Look at that video.
Yeah, he got
The
shot
driver
from two different
shot.
directions.
That driver shot his ass.
Yeah, it was so cold blooded.
Yeah,
It was like,
it was
what happened?
Hey, that's why she tried.
Then that makes sense why she was crawling away.
Where you
Yeah,
at?
because she saw the motherfucker turning, man.
Yeah.
She
Stupid.
tried to go out off the back of the car. You motherfucker! You just seriously? She tried to crawl away from the fucking driver.
And you know what? She shut her mouth and never talked about
She
it.
didn't want to say nothing else.
Hey, but they knew why, because when the son John got of age, that magazine he did was named George after Bush, in that scenario. He knew who it was. And that's why he never went into politics. But as they say, and they show you that they fingerprint on shit. What happened to Obadiah, right? That was the name of the villain. He said he's going to have had an airplane crash, which is how John died. So they put their fingerprints on it. So can you connect the dots is the question. Yeah, well the scriptures show us we go connect the dots.
Just keep playing game.
Big game.
I mean, there you go. It's okay because we patient, bro. We the sons of the Heavenly Father. We follow the Lord, man. All right, and he makes every, like the scriptures, everything to light. All right, the Most High is gonna bring it to light. So what says over 400? All right. I'm just scroll down.
It's loading up, yeah.
Okay, so there you go. So this is active. This is the one that's now.
That's all.
That's all.
You got it active, yeah.
Oh, active for okay. Oh, okay.
Now remember that said it ain't been updated since December 6th.
All right. So now that one's gonna load. You'll see it when it pop up on the screen.
And there's a list under it. It shows a list too.
And see, and there you go. Now this is what's going on right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
So
6,
calm
7,
down a
8,
little bit
9,
on the
10,
right,
11,
but it's
12,
still
13,
going.
14, 15, 16, 17. It's over.
And it don't got the new ones that started after the 6th of December.
Right. So this is over 30. This is basically
dumbass
2 years.
Americans are getting fucked over All right, they family members and friends are dying of accidents, but they ain't rioting. You see, Americans are so docile and stupid, man.
Yeah.
Collectively, they really are, man.
That's 23 active riots that was back in December what? Early December. All right. And so that letting you know this is uproars of the people, man. People are not happy, bro.
Worldwide, and you still got floods and all kind of and earthquakes in diverse places, all kind of crazy weather shit happening around the world too.
That's it. This
Oh,
is your
yeah.
evidence of democracy in action.
Animals changing their places, all kind of weird ass animal attacks. You know, we all heard of, what was that about a month ago when the crocodile bit the head off of the 8-year-old, you know, and swam away with his body when his whole family witnessed it.
Yeah, I
Death
remember
row.
Hey, crocodile.
Real
Hey,
death row.
we was used for alligator bait, huh?
That's right. And see, the Lord said, render unto them double. Y'all ain't even seen what the Most High got in store for the retribution. And Lord said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, I will repay. He said, render unto them double for all the wickedness and the persecutions and tribulations and afflictions that you put on the Hebrew Israelites and what you put on the earth and on the world, on the animals, the birds. He said, the earth mourneth. How's the earth mourning? Because you've been fucking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, scripture
When you
says
see
that.
thousands,
No, I'll just say, scripture say it's going to return upon your own head.
That's it.
we see thousands of sea creatures beaching themselves. You know,
I can't take it anymore. I'd rather just die up here.
hundreds of dolphins just swim up onto the shore. Sharks swimming up onto the shore. Whole schools of big ass whales just swimming up onto the shore, man. They didn't get up on the shore on accident.
That's right.
They went up on the shore on purpose, man.
Giving up the ghost.
Because they want to give up the ghost because they're in pain because they're swimming in such filth. You got to think if water is the way you breathe and the water is fully polluted, when you swim through it, all kind of toxins and shit, you just in so much pain, right?
It's like you walk. It's like you trying to walk through tear gas.
You know, so they go beach themselves. You know, and then Esau cruel ass trying to push them back into the water. It's like we gotta save them. They all trying to shove them back into. Like no, man, we trying to get out of that shit.
That's it. Yeah, when you think about it like that, like you said, when you got gills and whatnot, it's like us trying to walk through a room with tear gas and shit going.
I mean, it's unbearable. I'm gonna show you some images right now. Right? You have a plastic.
Look at that shit.
You got a plastic landmass that's bigger than the size of Texas, on the west coast. Okay, you have coral reefs. This is your result of democracy. You have coral reefs that are dying, which kill whole ecosystems underneath the sea. Okay, this is look at this. This is the bottom of the floor in certain places. You gotta remember, these things are different metals. These things are different chemicals.
And then they remove all the things that can clean up the bacteria and the shit that's in the water.
Because they harvest the shrimp out, they harvest the catfish, they harvest the lobster, they harvest the crabs, they harvest the clams. Ever since Gordon Ramsay talked about scallops, they harvest the scallops, they harvest every goddamn fucking thing. That's supposed to clean this shit.
Exactly. Matter of fact, I just saw, I believe this is a brother, Yahweh,
It'll make me mad.
Kazak Yahweh sent me an article, and I opened it up, and it was talking about shrimp being found with all full of cocaine.
Yeah, and fentanyl and all kind of other drugs.
Yeah, they were testing the shrimp, and all the shrimp had cocaine in them.
You know it's crazy. That
I'm
you
like, what
said
the fuck? So this is Revelation 11 and 18, and it says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, will wait and please, Lord. And to the saints, all right, and to them that fear the name, soul and grace, destroy them, will destroy of them.
Come on, brother. Look at this, man.
Hey,
See, you-
I was holding it too.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
and
the
also
spirit.
Turner said the herpes.
Oh yeah,
Herpes.
Yeah.
Herpes. And Wallace had syphilis. He saw this fucking shit up. Hey, even just the fact that capitalism is a piece of shit. Cause check it out. They was doing the fur trapping was big business. They took those beavers down to South America, man. Those beavers don't got no natural predator down there. So now that the fur trapping business ain't as big like it was, all right, those beavers they just fucking shit up down there, man. All right, they fucking up whole ecosystems. These saw just fuck shit up, man. Like they bring, I forget what fish it was they got from Japanese.
The carp,
Japan,
carp,
that
yeah.
carp, that carp, and then some of these waterways here in the Chicagoland.
Yeah,
area.
I caught a carp when I was a kid, about big as my leg. He was big as fuck.
Yeah, but that Asian carp is an aggressive ass fish, and they showed it where a guy was riding through it in a motorboat.
Oh yeah, they were jumping.
They was jumping aggressively at the damn boat. It's like, get your ass up out of here.
They damn gang banging.
Gang banging fish.
Nigga, what you is?
Because he saw he know
What school you with?
he know.
Yeah, I like that one.
He saw no.
Gang banging ass
He
bitch.
saw no.
So you did go to school.
He saw no. He knows that the Lord's not dealing. He's destroying the earth. He's doing all this out of spite, man. 'Cause he know the Lord not dealing with his ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
You're a
right.
little
You
kid.
right, Elder. That dude, Esau really is on some. I can't be,
Nobody can.
He's on that man. You know how when his wife leave him and he go home and shoot her and the kids and everybody else.
Right.
How you get a shopping cart?
The one nigga that crashed his Tesla off the bridge with his wife and kids.
Yeah.
How you get a shopping
Yeah, I got-
cart?
I know.
And
I'm
underwater.
looking at it. This is crazy.
I got a precept for you. It's Jeremiah 12
And
and 4.
and 2 tires in it too.
That's it.
Yeah, diver takes on underwater pollution. Let me try to help.
Nigga, please. Jeremiah 12 and 4. How long shall the land mourn,
Con,
and the earth with every field wither, for the wickedness of them that dwell therein? The beasts are consumed, and the bird, because they said, "He shall not see our last end." That's what he saw, and they like, man, nobody gonna see us go down, man. We taking everything out.
Exactly.
You know, they got that Nino Brown spirit, man. They taking everything down. CMB is bigger than Nino Brown.
But
This is amazing.
Back on what you were saying about that shrimp, because it happened here at the job. This Latina was fucking cooking up or warming up the shrimp or whatever the case might be, and the people, like I said, all we kind of hooked together and whatnot. Is the people that was in the other room, a couple of Edomites that was in the other room, asked one of the Edomite male asked the Edomite female, did you burp or something? She was like, no. So she left. When she came in, I went to the bathroom. I came back. I was like, damn, what's that stink like that? Okay. She was like, shrimp. I'm like, she said, you don't like shrimp? I said,
Damn.
I don't like stink on no level. Okay? This, that, and the other. Come to find out, and the reason I'm recapping that now is because today it was all brought back to me and whatnot. And the guy was literally told me, he said, when you said that, we was in a room or whatnot, and basically this Mexican that they think everybody they laughing at us. You cooked up and warmed up and ate that shit that stunk like that. That shit smelled like vomit.
Oh yeah, fentanyl don't do good in the microwave apparently. But the gun ain't mentioned that shrimp.
Hey.
Fentanyl shrimp.
It's funny. I didn't even pay attention. I didn't even think about shit like this. But here's a little a picture of how the ships commercial ships with the big cargos with the big truck tank liners. They have thousands and thousands. They got the sonar. You got these security vessels. You got the other vessels that's in all that sonar. That all the whales and so many different animals operate off of sonar, so it's disrupting them and fucking driving them crazy. All right, you have these.
Might be another reason why they beat you.
Yeah, that's what made me think about it. I didn't even think about it because you think about one of those things. They can have emissions of fucking oils. They know how many tankers throw oils in the sea, pollutions in the sea, human waste and all kind of other waste out into the oceans and the seas that vexes the creatures. But then you got these just like 5G and it fucks with us. You got shit that fuck with the animals that's underneath. That's why we need Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. This is pure D hell.
The whales, sharks work on that. Dolphins work off of that. Go ahead.
Yep, this Matthew 24:22. And the scripture is a manifold. And so but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Everything will be done for, man.
Come here.
If Esau kept stayed in rulership, nothing to be here, man. Esau, Wisdom Solomon 2 tells us his mentality. Let us speedily use the earth that's in our use, man. Like, hey, they don't give up. They want to use it while they can, man. They want to take it all down.
Just like in
They don't want to leave it to nobody else.
You know that cartoon on YouTube, Man. And whatnot. That cartoon Man and whatnot, where he comes out and just starts destroying everything and fucking everything up. What you got?
Go ahead, brother, bring it up.
This John 10:10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundant.
God, and you know Esau. You know this because what was I talking about? I don't know. Was I talking about on the live or before we went live about the dude eating the dude's face?
You mentioned it live too.
Okay. And then all of a sudden this came on the feed. We've been warning you it will be a time like never before. Cannibalism is coming back. Right? And the crazy thing is too is that I finally finished season 11 of the last series of The Walking Dead just this morning.
Wow.
So it's just too many coincidences. A lot of things are getting ready to happen, man.
That's right.
Like
a lot of things. Yeah, that movie. Yeah, brother.
What movie?
That Bone and All.
Wild movie.
It's called Bone and All. And,
Netflix?
yeah, and no, no, I think it's still in the theaters right now.
Oh, okay.
But it's literally it's called Bone and All, and so you figure it out.
Hey,
But yeah,
according to Forbes, scientists estimate about 70 to 90% of all coral reefs will disappear over the next 20 years.
so that means that's letting you. So that within itself, if that will let you know right there that the Lord has to be on his way back,
That's right.
because the Lord's not going to allow His precious creation to just disappear. Right, and then we all saw that area in Thailand, where remember that movie Leo DiCaprio was in. I think it was called White Beach.
The beach.
Right. That they that overused tourist sites, tourist location attraction. When the big fake sea thing hit. Nah, brother, it was a beach movie. But when the pandemic hit, it was looked like that, white and dead. It was like that.
Yeah, that's dead.
But after over a year of people not coming, it actually came back and healed itself.
Right.
So we know the Lord is going, and the earth is going to heal itself. And the earth is a spirit too, has a vibration.
That's it, brother.
And the Lord is not. And the earth is not bearing
It's fruit.
its full fruit right now. It's full strength. It's not going to do that for these Edomites.
Look at this before
That's
and
why
after.
they keep introducing more and more drugs and more GMO foods, because they're trying to make up for what they fucked up. Right?
That was the whole thing that happened when they slapped them sanctions on Russia beginning of last year. They were talking about fertilizer, because the earth don't grow crops and shit for these motherfuckers that are fertilizer. I believe it was Sri Lanka. They tried to get off of it and they did it. They didn't get no fucking yield, man. All right.
So so the earth is really in rebellion against them as well, man, because the earth is not being controlled by its true owners, which is us. All right. We're walking. Look, they got us paying rent on our own country, man. We're paying for our own water and paying for our own wood. All right. Somebody can grab that scripture. We're paying for our own water and our own wood right now, man. All right. That's what's up. Especially if you on the shores here in America, man. All right. Especially if you're indigenous to America.
On earth.
You know.
This is
You're paying for your own shit, man. The evidence. I always say it, man. The evidence that you have, the fact that you have vitamin shop, that you have health food stores that are full of vitamins and essential minerals and things like that, is evidence of nothing but pure butt fuckery of the so-called white man, because you shouldn't have to go to a Jewel's and then have all this food and then have a vitamin
C, vitamin D.
You shouldn't have to go buy vitamin D, E, K, B and all that, because it should be in your fruit, it should be in your vegetables, it should be in your meat.
Yeah.
These people are messing, they're destroying the earth, man.
Yeah, I got a precept for you real quick. Yeah, this is First Maccabees 3, and I'm gonna start at 28. He opened also his treasure and gave his soldiers pay. This time Antiochus. He opened also his treasure and gave his soldiers pay for a year, commanding them to be ready whatsoever he should need them. Nevertheless, when he saw that the money of his treasures failed, and that the tributes in the country were small because of the decision and plague which he had brought upon the land and taken away the laws which had been of old time. So when Esau got in power, the first chapter of this book tells us evils was increased. When he increased those evils, even though the heathens don't keep the laws, statutes, commandments, like Catholic, is they don't have to Abraham. Why you ain't tell me why you bring this plague upon me? So Esau came to get rid of all that, and now the land don't increase like it should, man. I forget the number of minerals that's supposed to be in the soil.
52?
The water. Yep, the water. No, we watched it together. I remember. It was me and you. And then now the soil got like 4 or 5 minerals. You remember how much it was now? It went from 52 to less than fucking 6 minerals, man.
See, that observing the land
That's
Sabbath.
crazy. Yeah.
They don't observe the land Sabbath. They put these chemtrails.
And the sodomy,
Yes.
The earth is made off of spiritualness, man. It was made off the word of the Lord. So, well, the right side is true too. They told me the land Sabbath. That's all, but the reason behind it is spiritual.
Yes.
Wow.
Esau, it said that the plague increased because they took away them laws, man. So the earth is doing it. Sri Lanka, big moles too, man. And I ain't talking about Blackstones, man. All right, holes, man. All right. And they ass over there going through it. The land wouldn't even. They said we got to get off this fucking fertilizer. They did the experiment. They can't. The world needs that shit, literally.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a nuts, man. So you mean to tell me that there were 50 minerals in the soil, and now there's only 4. So every time a carrot comes out of there, that's why I was watching. Oh, I wasn't watching. I was listening to it. I was listening to a Rogan podcast, and he has some nutritionists on there, and the nutritionist said something to the effect that it would take 6 to equal what one orange would be like 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah, and the size, the strength, and the volatility is
He
big.
said, yeah, just to get the same nourishment from an orange that you ate, it would take 6 oranges to do that today.
Amazing.
Yep.
So if that ain't evidence, they did that other study when they said that a 17-year-old male, so you think you studly, all right, a 17-year-old male has the testosterone levels of a 70-year-old man from the 80s.
Damn.
From like 1981.
That's fucked up. That's
Yeah.
what they all.
And they recently talking about they ain't having. They said because of the technology, everybody's on their phones and shit.
They killing their sex drive with all these chemicals and shit.
Yep.
All right, they killing because they don't want you to be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah,
They
like
trying to,
GMO, baby.
they trying to, outside of accidents, they trying to control the population any way that they can, man.
All right. What you say, Drew? Mom have a bowl of fruit on the table. Yeah. Have a sweet scent smell to the whole house, man.
Yeah,
You can't do that. Have a bowl of fruit on the table.
Man.
I can't smell shit.
Bro, that shit.
Yeah,
don't-
when you go to the grocery store, the produce aisle the produce
Don't
section,
have no smell like
it
it.
don't smell like it used to. You used to smell all the fruit and vegetables.
Years ago, I cut an apple for my daughter, and she ate like half the apple. I left the other apple and then forgot about the apple and left it up there. Instead of it, when I was a kid, when that happened, within hours, the inside not only get brown, but it gets brown and grainy and starts to decay. Yeah. It gets leathery now.
Right.
It gets leathery now, and it will stay there just like the bed and put it in the for years and didn't decay. When you put chemicals in this shit, like the chemicals on your car,
Damn,
that the
the
water
ants didn't even go eat it.
No, but they didn't want it.
Yeah.
And that that's
They
another.
went March.
See, now you're gonna make real good shit. They'll get it and they'll eat it. Majority of the time, I'll have some and those like, I'm good. I had cats all my life, and when as soon as you put any kind of motherfucking piece of meat out there.
But ask now the beat and the house here. So that's based off you said. That shows you that's bullshit. The shit that was well be.
Bunch of stuff because I'll see my daughter. I start watching, and sometimes they be like, nobody would ever stream some other. Matter of fact, when Granddad gave my dog the T-bone steak, he went and wouldn't kill it. You know what I'm saying? He's messing with the bone right now.
He's still gnawing on that bone.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it's real, they gonna want it. You know what I'm saying? And even these the birds, I got the chickens in the back, and I went to another spot to give them this. They got the feed that you with that same bullshit ass feed. I bought them a bag of the stuff that I get from this organic joint in the white man neighborhood over there by Bedford Park where I was working at. Boy, they lost their mind. Yeah. It was a whole different. I mean, as soon as they came like, ooh, motherfucker, this shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll do the same. But it was a different energy because that's real. It was seeds. It was goddamn it different pieces of the plants and so forth. It was a natural shit that they would get in their habitat versus this compounded.
Mainly grains and fillers. That's what Esau loved. Force feed your animals, even your cows. That's why, look, people stop eating red meat to get healthy, which that's cool because not happening to Daniel. But the problem ain't the red meat. The problem is they feeding damn cows grain and as a take away the inflammation, which is a healthy brain fat. We eat walnuts, cashews, those things, even fatty like salmon, like wild caught salmon is high in omega-3s. That's why they call it brain food. So they make them eat this other shit. Now they feel omega-6, and now we getting fucked up. The brain fucked up. Now you ain't got it, man. You a bunch of bird brains.
He said make the oil fat. He said the people, the fat is supposed to be it gives you that glow. Yep. All right. We're malnourished. Even Esau said that the people are malnourished. The everything.
I don't testosterone. A 17-year-old having a testosterone.
That's fucked up.
If that ain't evidence enough that we malnutrition.
So they say the average American is vitamin C deficient.
Yep.
D2.
Yep.
Yeah. D2. That's one of the reasons why people are so sick. But go ahead and bring out that scripture, Elder Parab. We're gonna make that the last one.
Con. Oh, you want me to read the
whatever scripture you have, brother.
Facts.
Said, man, that's gonna keep the laws, upheld the law, statute, commandments of your house by shimmy out shot. Unlike your,
and the world will heal itself in the process.
That's it. Unlike your red likes having ass.
Bro, it's like it just to say the earth healed. First of all, how back in was around. He didn't say go make a hole, make a cement barrier, put them inside of a casket, and then sealed and locked that up, so now the body can go back and decay and go back and revitalize the earth. They didn't say go put a whole bunch of this or put a whole bunch of that. They robbed the earth and they robbed. That's why one of the first things is going to happen in the kingdom when the Most High comes. The appointment is going to be burying these dead bodies. And guess what? It ain't gonna be in no goddamn plastic bag covered in lime, covered in cement and wooden boxes.
Ain't gonna be no more plastic.
Come on, bro. Ain't gonna be no motherfucking more plastic. That's the nasty. Brother, you can make they used to travel leather blessed man.
They cups take. I don't know why you insist. The devil. I know why actually. They insist on using this chemical plastic. They can make plastic grade, which means it's okay.
Which means you got to on the ground, the ants will come make it disappear.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even be there.
The ants
and of course that business failed.
shit, and the cycle will go back and go back around. But that's why they over there in Israel now or whatnot. They can't even plant trees and
Yeah,
shit.
they
gotta-
import everything.
They gotta import all that shit, man.
I got scripture. What's going to happen when the Lord finally takes this devil out of power? It's Isaiah 14:5. It says, "The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of wrath. He had ruled the nations in wrath, in anger, is persecuted, and none hindered."
Salaki, who did that to the earth, man? Who beat the whole earth and it ain't stopped? America ain't took a break. They got the saying, you know, every 20 years, America goes to war. But really, they occupy these countries. They never let up.
They never let up. Because even when America's not at war itself,
Arm this
Any of us, when we came over here on the slave ship, did we say we was over here willingly? We've been in war for over 500 years just with the Israelites alone, man.
well, they brought war to the shores when they came
bro.
here.
Right.
They brought war against the Israelites. You brought war to us.
Unelected show you that.
I was up there with Everston, I remember a year or so ago, and we went into that, and it was like, America in itself has only really had 22 years of actual peace since
That's right. And it's still peace because we're here.
No. Yeah. And,
Right,
then,
exactly.
and then taking into consideration the proxy wars.
Right, but that's what I'm
All
saying.
right. So I think what was it? You know, America's been at war 200 plus something years. America's what? How old is America now? 247.
They don't have 20 years.
Yeah. So it's been exactly. So that's retarded if you think about that, man. You know, if I was 214,
I'm going to read peace. And from the moment
there was wars within America.
Exactly.
Well,
America was at war with his own. You know, some of these scriptures on.
So, for at rest, or takes his rest, and his seed has that power. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the sea Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us.
I want to make a correction. Kanasta pulled it up. Read that real quick.
Only 15 years out of the entirely of the 244 years the
Wow.
United States has been in existence have been peaceful. Only 15 years without conflict. So it's 15 years.
Damn, 15 years of damn. So what, John? What you 13, right? Damn. Wow.
Yeah, that's
let there be peace on earth and let it be.
Pew 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 pew. You're on democracy. Grenade.
15 years too long. Let's go, y'all.
Because
Damn.
the devil's in power, man. You're never gonna get peace as long as his ass is ruling.
Son.
I mean, but his blessing was the sword. So this is Bible prophecy coming to pass. The majority of these, but when it comes down to the Israelites bringing us over in subjugation, we were fighting all that same time. We were rioting, we was fleeing, we was doing all kind of shit, trying to get the fuck up out of this shit. So it's really been no years of peace over here. Esau is the harbinger of the sword. His democracy is one of his sword tactics. That's a sword. That's an
It's a weapon.
Yes.
You know, we want to thank you, brother. Start right there.
Yeah, hold on.
You got something over there, brother?
This is Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their
Say that
sleep
again, it's selected.
This is Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief.
Perfect.
and their sleep is taken away unless they cause someone to fall.
Yep, right on point, man. Hey,
Absolutely.
they don't have a good night rest unless they do some damn wickedness, unless they bring some wickedness and violence in the earth, man.
That's it. Who can I fuck up? Who can I twist up?
Hey.
I ain't figured it out yet. I can't rest yet. Oh.
We didn't fuck up nobody today. What's wrong with you? Kill him. All right, this is that was it. Was there more than that? That's it. All right. This is Hawashainawa, which I love that word because it means save us now. All right. Psalm 67 and 4. All right. So select it. Say right. If you put na at the end of it now, select it. Right. Na'a. Kind. Hawashainawa na'a. All right. That would be save us now. All right. Psalm 67 and 4. Oh, let the nations be glad and sing for joy, for thou shalt judge the people righteously. They ain't doing it now. And govern the nations upon the earth. Salah. Let that sink in. Psalm 67 and 5. Let the people praise thee, O God. Let all the people praise thee. Then shall the earth yield her increase. And the Most High, even our own power, shall bless us. God shall bless us, and all the ends of the earth shall fear him. All right, there ain't gonna be no Allah, no Shiva, no Buddha, and no other bullshit. All right. It says, how many nations was Solomon? 624. But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the people. It's like the welfare of the world. And a wise king is the upholding of the people. That's the reason why you got all these people rioting and people over there. You got food banks. Why would you ever need a food bank when you got billions and billions and acres of food? All right, you got how many? These farms have dumped milk. How many farms have shut their farms down? And then how many farms got bought up and owned by Bill fucking Gates?
Thank you. Thank you.
Farmland.
That's right. That's right. And then he does a TED talk talking about depopulating the earth, and you can't put two together
with vaccinates
all day long.
Yeah.
All right. This is Sirach 10 and 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. That's cold-blooded. That's right. Anything else?
No, that's it, man. Hey, so with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash.
Wa Abba Ball.
Abba Ball.